Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Anguilla. This is an old favorite with a new twist. This is the mighty Cessna 152. And there's a new realism mod. Now, I'm not into mods. I'm not into mods that people do for these planes because I generally don't think most people know what they're doing. But this one, theoretically, they do know what they're doing. So we're gonna give this a shot and look. All right, so let's go. Rotating beacon. First of all, let's turn the fuel on. Rotating beacon on. Mixture rich. Carb heat is cold. Master and battery switches on. There's really no avionics switches in this airplane. Let's engage the brakes here. Let's prime it 3 times because we really should. Crack the throttle. Have a look outside. Make sure there's nobody out here to kill or maim. And she turns over beautifully. Set the altimeter. RPMs are good. Let's lean the mixture for taxi here a little bit. Nav and strobe lights on. Taxi light on. Trim is pretty much set for takeoff. That's good. Let's release the parking brake. 122.8. Let's flip that over. Transponder squawking altitude. And I'm pretty happy with what's going on so far. Airplane is looking good. You can use all the current liveries. You can use them for this airplane, for this mod. Anguilla traffic, Cessna 4753 X-ray taxi runway 11 via taxiway Bravo, Anguilla. As soon as we get the airplane moving, stomp on those brakes, make sure the brakes are working. So this is a mod by somebody. I'll put the link in the description. And he says that as opposed to that JPL logistics mod, whatever it is, that this mod is not like for all the systems and like the, and adding GTX, adding the GTN 750 and all this funny business. And the what else is a tablet and all kinds of stuff. This is strictly to make the plane fly like it should. This is strictly a realism mod. And it's got 5-star reviews on flightsim.to, so I figure we'll have a look and see what we get. Alright, so let's come to a stop here. Let's apply the parking brake. I'm going to keep the toe brakes engaged anyway. Alright, flight control check. Let's see. Up on that side, down on that side, up on that side, down on that side. Flaps all the way down and indicating. Down on that side, all the way down on that side. Flaps are coming up. Up and indicating. They are up on that side, up on that side. And let's check the aileron. Aileron is working properly. Alright, let's go mixture rich. Let's go throttle to 1700 RPM. Alright, let's go left magneto. Good drop, back to both. Right magneto. Good drop, and they're within 50 RPM of each other, so back to both. Let's pull that carb heat. Good drop, put the carb heat back in. Alright, mag checks, carb heat check is good. Let's go to throttle to idle. Throttle idle check is sounding good. Alright, back to 1000 RPM. Let's go all of our lights on. Let's release the parking brake. Have a quick look, make sure there's nobody out there. I don't see anybody. Anguilla traffic, Cessna 4753 X-ray taking runway 11, departure to right crosswind departure to the south, Anguilla. So, let's go give this baby a flight. Let's go have a go here and see what we get. Beautiful evening here. Just realized I didn't do my pre-takeoff check, but that's alright. We'll just accept that for right now. Alright, takeoff power is set. Engine instruments are in the green. Airspeed coming alive. Got my good right rudder in, which is nice. 65 and rotate. And boy, it's I mean, that could be just me yanking on the yoke, but that seemed to really be a bit touchy coming off the ground there. Who knows, maybe it's a bouncy day. We'll see. Let's give her a shot. So, Anguilla traffic, Cessna 4753 X-ray, right crosswind departure off runway 11, departing to the south, Anguilla. My first feeling is that this is a bit touchy. And still got that weirdness over there. First thought is that it feels a little bit touchy on the controls, but we'll see here. We'll climb up to 1500. We're going to do what any reasonable person would do in this situation, which is go fly to St. Barts. Start pulling the power back here a little bit. Push the nose over. Alright, start getting some trim in here. Alright. No fuel pump to turn off, so don't have to worry about that. Let power back just a tiny bit more to get us right there to 2400. So, like I said, initial feel is that the airplane might be a little bit touchy. But we'll give it a sec here. So, I have been flying a ton lately. It's just I haven't been flying anything that you guys are really interested in. I've been flying the PMDG 738. just a lot, and having a good time doing it. So I've joined 3 virtual airlines after, not really thinking that I was ever going to be interested in flying jets. Really enjoyed the CRJ and the PDMG or PMDG, whatever it is. Never get it right. Is kind of just addicting. And it works very well for me because I have a sim PC, this computer here, sitting right next to my work computer. And not right next to it, but like in the same room. And so what I can do is take off in the PMDG 737, get it up to cruise, and then go off and work. It's very harmonious. And I enjoy it. I enjoy it quite a lot. I've learned a lot about flying. I think I've kind of talked about this before, that I thought that used to think that flying jets would not really benefit me in any way in the real flying that I do. Look at that. And the reality couldn't be further from the truth, because if you're flying approaches at 145, 150 knots coming down final, I mean, it's just you really got to be, in your descent phase, you're descending at 260 knots indicated, and 240 once you get, usually 240 once you get under 10,000 feet. You've really got to be prepared and ahead of the airplane. You can't catch up with it once you're behind it. And I've done some, I just uploaded a video yesterday, or the day before, of the Barbados event on VATSIM, which was really cool. I think the biggest challenge with those planes, the biggest intimidation with those airplanes, is the idea of vectors. At least it was for me, because you start thinking, okay, well, what am I going to do? It's easy to load an approach that you expect. It's easy to load an approach 500 miles away from the destination, and with coupled VNAV kind of follow it down and not mess it up. But it is a different ball game when you're dealing with vectors and altitude assignments, and speed changes and speed assignments and all this stuff, and I really felt just completely comfortable in that VATSIM event. It was very, very straightforward. I'm just feel so comfortable with the airplane, and so I'm very, very happy. But I know that's not really what you guys like watching. So we're back here in the old 150, 152 for that matter. And this is also the St. Barts, the new St. Barts scenery. There's a couple other sceneries that I've gotten that really haven't gotten much play on this channel yet, and they will. I flew into the new SLH Sim Designs Beef Island scenery once, And it was at night, no less. And that definitely deserves a bit more of a look. So we'll do that. And SLH Sim Designs just released Marie Gallant in Guadeloupe. So we'll definitely go check that out. That scenery is $6.50. If you don't want to spend $6.50 on a scenery that good, I don't know what you're doing. So let's keep an eye out here. I don't see any traffic. See how the sun reflects off the water and then off the wing? I think that's what's happening right there. That's wild. Definitely into a headwind here and a crosswind from the left. Just feel it. Plane feels pretty good in cruise. Feels nice and stable. I've been waiting to make this announcement for about 5 minutes now because we're not making any progress. It doesn't seem. St. Barts traffic, Anguilla, Cessna 4753 X-ray, Porsche inbound, runway 10, St. Barts. I don't think our ground speed is very fast. We are going to check out the JP Logistics W, whatever it is. That's a whole 152. That's a whole different airplane. It's a complete rebuild from the ground up. It seems they say it does things like model spark plug fouling and engine overheating and da 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 da. So we'll give that a look at some point. But I wanted to give this a fair shake first. Because really, I'm just in the engine mods and to make sure that, like, the model carb heat and whatever stuff like that. I think is or model spark plug fouling and stuff like that. I think that's a cool thing, and I think there's some value in that. But at the same time, what I really want out of this airplane is flight model. I really want a good flight model out of this airplane. So, first power reduction in the 152 is pull the carb heat. Alright, so there's the carb heat pulled. We're a little bit high right now. You can see the seashore simulations boats that I've got around here. It's pretty cool. Alright, power to 2000. Let's try that to get into flap range here. Well, that's going to work nicely. And so I'm going to put in first notch of flaps. Mixture is rich. And nose pitching up. Brings the RPMs down, throttle RPMs down. 70 knots is good. St. Barts traffic, Cessna 4753 X-ray, Sugarloaf inbound, runway 10, St. Barts. Come back to 1500. We'll go second notch of flaps here. And my guess is we're going to be going really, really slow. So I don't want to get too... I'll at least keep 65 knots indicated. So 65 knots and 2 notches of flaps I think I'll be pretty happy with. Airspeed is looking alright. Okay. Yeah, about 350, 400 feet a minute. That should be about right. I would think for the ground speed that we're covering right now. So you can feel that push off the left. Oh, no. That's one thing I don't want to do is see the speed drop off and the vertical speed plunge. That's one thing I don't want to see happen. St. Barts traffic, Cessna 4753 X-ray, short final, runway 10, St. Barts. So, yep, you can see that we get pushed and pushed and pushed. Starting to see that 10 there. Alright, we're ready to dance on those rudders. As long as I can see those 10, I'm pretty happy with my glide path. Airspeed is good. I don't want that 10 coming up anymore. I don't want it going down anymore either. Okay. Whoopsie daisy. Wanna hear me sing? Alright. You know, there was one thing I was actually thinking as I was coming down there. That was a good crosswind landing right there, by the way. In my own opinion about myself after I almost crashed. The one thing I was thinking, lean the mixture a little bit. St. Barts traffic, Cessna 4753 X-ray, back taxiing runway 10, St. Barts. The one thing I was thinking as I was kind of at about maybe 700 feet, when I was talking about the fact that I didn't want that 10 coming down or moving up, what I really needed to be thinking about was the fact that if I wanted to be one or the other in an airplane with 110 horsepower, I'm just going to go all the way up here because somebody's got a jet parked in front of the, yeah, it makes sense. I wanted, what I really should have been thinking about was I want more altitude if I have a choice of anything. In other words, too high rather than spot on, because if you get into the V right there like I did and start getting a big downdraft, then you're going to be in trouble, and that's exactly what happened to me. And in real life, I would be changing my underwear right now. St. Barts trafficking, Cessna 4753 X-ray, clear the runway, St. Barts. In real life, I would be changing my underwear right now. And I think, wait a minute. I think maybe. Oh, he wants me down here, okay. I think, I don't know why he wants me down here, but whatever. No, he's not calling. That's not for me, is it? It is. He wants me to come down here and turn around now. It looks like the sim has maybe turned the airplanes around like I told them they should do, like about a year ago. In other words, have the airplanes facing out instead of facing in. Alright, throttle to idle, mixture to idle, cut off. I should have put the carb heat in when we landed. I didn't. Let's put on the parking brake. Turn our lights off. Master and battery switches off. Mags off. You left your flaps up, the flaps down. That's terrible. Um, so I really should have had my flaps up and indicating. Really should have had been a little bit higher, if anything. The mod is not bad. I mean, the crosswind control on landing was really nice. Like, as terrible, that approach was really good for a lot of the way, and then it was really bad for about 5 seconds, where we almost lost our lives. But once I got down near the runway and the ground effect, really nice crosswind control, touching down on the downwind wheel, and a nice rollout. So far, it feels a little touchy, perhaps, but maybe that's just me flying Cessna, Boeings instead of small airplanes, and I just yanked it off the ground. It's entirely possible. So first review, not so bad, not so bad. So we'll definitely check this out a little more and check out that, and we'll check out that other JPW logistics, whatever it is, at some point as well. For right now, from St. Bart's, I hope you guys are well.